Today we are going to demo the 30-minute eye treatment that we're going to be doing here at Body Lines. We have two different eye treatments. So we have our intense lift under eye mask, which is really good for people that have a lot of loss of elasticity, puffiness, even dark circles. And then we have our crow's feet eye pads, which are basically for the deep creases and lines in the eye area, but it's very hydrating too, so someone can use this for dark circles as well. So we're gonna start off the treatment. Of course, you're gonna cleanse the eye area. So I'm just gonna wet my cotton, and I'm just gonna use the grapeseed oil. I'm not gonna use any foamy cleanser. So I'm just gonna cleanse. Now this is also, if someone they're coming in just for this service, this is what we're showing. I'm also going to show you ladies how to add it into any existing facial and how easy that can be as well. So next, you're going to give her a peel. So we're going to use the lactic peel only because this is the only peel we have that is safe around the eye area. So we're going to use, you could actually take your Q-tip maybe and dip it in here, but I have little bowls, so I'm just gonna put a tiny bit, like a drop. So you can see, I'm using no more than a dime, but you could use less than that. So you're gonna just saturate your Q-tip. I like to use a Q-tip over an iPad because the Q-tip is going to help you control where the peel goes. And we're going to have you keep your eyes closed for me, Liana. So I like to do this little technique with putting even eye cream on. When you move the nose a little bit, it helps you get like really in there. So I'm starting from the bottom of the eye area, and I'm going over the entire area. And of course, we're going to focus into any areas with lines. And then I'm going to do the brow area here. So the peel is only going to sit no more than 3 minutes. If they feel discomfort, of course, you can fan them at this point. You feel a little tingly, Liana, so I would just kind of fan them for the 3 minutes if you want, because once we put on the actual mask, that's going to sit on their skin for 10 minutes, and then you can give them like a hand and arm massage. How are we feeling?
I can feel it, okay, but it's not that uncomfortable.
So you can almost kind of see something happening a little bit. You can kind of see in her eye area that there's some feeling starting to happen from the lactic peel. And I can see that she's getting a little bit brighter. Because the lid area is, right on the eyeball, over the eyeball, I don't like to put things on top of that area. You could possibly safely do it very lightly and just like put it on and take it off for people that get like milia up there if you want to soften that tissue, but I wouldn't recommend doing it unless someone is in absolute need of it. And you can use your best judgment on the client and how sensitive they are. So now I'm going to neutralize the peel. Just another tiny bit with my Q-tip so that I can go right back over the areas. Again, because this is the eye area, we want to be very gentle with everything we do, so not a lot of rubbing or patting. Okay, so at this point, check in with your client. How are you feeling, Liana?
It's good. I still feel it.
A little tingle?
Mm-hmm.
So what you can do is just take a little of the gentle cleanser, and I would just do a little bit in my hand, a wet Q-tip, and just sweep it across the area just to make sure you completely neutralize the peel. And I'm using a very, very light touch because I don't want to rub around her eyes too much. I don't want to cause any tension, but I want to just make sure that everything is clean so she's not feeling any more peel activity. And always check in with them because a lot of times they won't say anything because they're feeling good, they're relaxing, but you just want to check in and make sure everything is going okay. At this point, you would have your pad with you in the room. Of course, they should be cold for the best performance, especially if someone has puffiness or dark circles. It's going to help calm all of that down. But take a look at her eyes just after the peel. You can already see the tissue softening around in this area, and it also made a brighter hue under eye. Depending on my client, I also will put a specialty serum under the eye. So if their problem is dark circles, I'm going to use a little of the lightening serum on the eye area. So just one pump or two in your hand with the Q-tip again. That way, as the mask is sitting on her eyes, it's also going to help penetrate the serum into the area as well, which is going to give her more benefits. If she told me, oh, you know, I really just want to work on the wrinkles around my eyes, then I would have used either Resurrection, which is our peptide serum with visual changes, or the hydrating serum, the advanced hydrating serum. So each one comes in a little packet like this. It has the solution, so you want to open it away from the client over your sanitary maintenance area. And it comes in a little tray. So what you want to do, I'll show this to the video. You get a little tricky in here. Of course, your hands are sterilized. You're just going to slide the tray, but you want to keep the goodies that are coming out of the tray in there. Because when you're done, you're going to give this to your client to take home and do another application. So they just look like little silicone lovelies. And we're going to place them on the eye, coming all the way from here out to the crow's feet area. This is a collagen treatment for the eyes, which it has aloe as well as vitamin E, hyaluronic acid. It also has lavender, and it's got some of the firming peptides. The anti-aging has about 3 or 4 different peptides, so it's going to be very restorative to the eye. So for the age repair eye treatment, we're choosing today to use the Intense Eye Lift treatment because I want to make sure that she gets everything that's all included in her eye treatment. This particular eye treatment is going to be like the works for them. So this is the client that tells you, I need hydration, I have a delicate eye area, lack of elasticity, and wrinkles. This would be your best bet. If your client was basically focusing on decreasing surface wrinkles, deep furrows, and fine lines, you would use the crow's feet eye treatment. Okay? So you make the choice. You use one or the other. You do not use two. One or the other is what they're getting. And again, you see they like to slide this one. These are paper. This is silicone. This is also in a solution, but this also stays a little more on the eye area than, of course, obviously these, because these have a little silicone with them and kind of do a little massage in. What I'm going to do at this point is give my client a nice aromatherapy and hand and arm massage while this is sitting. 3 deep inhales and exhales for me. Now, sometimes because this has a lot of goodies in it, they will tend to slide. So you just work it a little bit back in. I find too, it depends on their face shape. One will slide, the other one will stay. So just be mindful of that. Okay. So we're gonna give Liana a nice little hand massage. So these would sit on the eyes no more than 10 minutes. And while she's relaxing, we're gonna give her a nice hand and arm massage. A little bit of shoulder action too. So when we're done, I'm gonna show you ladies how to, again, we wanna make sure that we have enough juice. What you will find, and this is manufactured, some of these have more juice than others, you know. So just, you know, I tell the client, you're probably gonna get 1 to 2 applications of this after the treatment, but you should at least be able to get another one out of it. Let them know that they don't wanna keep this in the fridge more than 2 weeks. So preferably you wanna recommend to them that after they've seen you, the following week, go ahead and do another eye treatment on themselves. They can just take the rest of the solution that's in here and put it all over their face, because it is a really good ingredients and it's in a serum form, so they'll get the benefits on their skin as well. I'm gonna go ahead and remove, so she would have sit for 10 minutes. We're gonna remove the eye mask. And your client, of course, you would be putting this mask on cleansed skin, so you don't have to worry about these being contaminated or anything, because their skin will be clean, and this is only gonna be for their use. And so you're gonna just put them back in here. So that'll be our thing as we figure out a nice savvy way to reseal these. Right now what I've been doing is just stapling them together, but I would love to have a prettier presentation for them. And you're just gonna slide your tray back in like so, and of course seal this area back up for the client so you can give it to them after the service. I'm gonna add a little more hyaluronic. So I'm gonna use the Advanced Eye Hydrating Serum. And I'm gonna give her kind of a little lymphatic drainage eye treatment, but I'm really moisturizing and infusing those good ingredients that came out of the mask into her eye area. You could even take a little of this solution and do this little area here, a little massage in the thinking lines, and it would also help because this also is related to the eye area. So we want it to be a little damp because the hyaluronic, of course, absorbs more moisture into the eye area, which is going to keep her eyes nice and hydrated and plump and firm. Now we have 2 eye creams that you can choose from. You can either use the Botanical Eye as their hydrating eye treatment, or you can use the Eye Youth if you'd like to give them a little bit more anti-aging. So we're gonna do the Eye Youth for Liana. And you make the best decision based on your client and what you can tell their skin needs are. Now I can already see that her eyes look at least 2 years younger. It looks really good, very hydrated. What we did today was the treatment if they just walked in and said, I'm just gonna pay for the 30-minute eye treatment. If you were adding this on to a facial, you're gonna do the same steps. You're just gonna let them know that a resurfacing peel comes with it. Some people have a tendency to say yay or no to a peel, but just you want to explain to them that it's very delicate. It's going to help heighten the performance of the treatment. It comes with the treatment. That'll also, explain the efficacy of the treatment as well. So you definitely can add this on in your treatment. So for your 60-minute facial, and you want to use this as an add-on, you're going to go through the steps the way I did, and you're going to put the eye mask on before your second mask. So you're going to go ahead and put the eye treatment on, and then you're going to take your second mask in the 60-minute treatment and go ahead and put it all over the extra areas of the skin where the mask isn't, and you're going to go right into your hand and arm massage like normal. Then once you clean up, what I do want you to be mindful of, because we're usually in a dark room, that you want to remove the pads before you towel them with the steam towel. Otherwise, you're going to mess up what you want to give them to go home. So we want to remove those. If there's a little mask on them, it's okay to just dip them in the clean water if your water bowl is still clean. Just dip them in the water a little bit to remove the mask, and then place them inside your tray. These guys, just so you guys know, don't have a tray. So you're gonna just do the same thing though. You're just gonna remove them and stick them right back in here, and then close them up to give to the client, okay? Then after that, you would go ahead and put your finishing products on in the 60-minute facial that you normally do, and then go ahead and just spend a little more time around the eye area, really massaging any serums into that area and their eye cream so that they have very nice, but you want things to stay a little dewy so everything kind of absorbs into the eye area very well. How are you feeling, Leon?
Great.
All right, and then that concludes our demonstration for the 30-minute age repair eye treatment.